The room, come on in the room. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey, Q. I don't know if I got my camera turned the right way. I feel like I don't. So, well, you gotta let me know if I'm doing stuff wrong. I don't remember. It's been so long. Been so long. Let me sing you, baby. I know I sang a whole song. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. Hello, hello. We're just waiting for my sister Steph to pop in. Okay, thanks, Sorrel. You could have sent me a text message. You didn't have to put me on blast. It says I'm sideways, so I need to turn this. Yeah, I did it wrong. See, Sorrel, I thought it was wrong, and I was right, and I wasn't. How's that? Is that better? Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up? What's
Hello.
up? What's
What
up?
is
We back.
up, everybody? We have missed y'all.
Hey, people.
What's going
How
on? Come on in the
are
room.
you?
Church Girls Chronicles is
And
back.
we up in here doing it again.
We is back. We back. I couldn't find that song on Instagram when I was trying to post stuff. I wanted it so bad. I couldn't find it. What's going on? Oh, that's a beautiful haircut, isn't it? Doesn't your mama
Thank you,
got a beautiful
Shaquana.
haircut? She done came back with new hair.
Thank you,
We've been
Shaquana.
doing some things. Well, she's been doing some things. My hair is the same. It's just a little longer. That's all.
Thank you, Shaquana.
Hey
Very
guys,
much.
welcome to our new night.
Yes,
We're going to be on
Thursdays in the house.
Thursdays.
Yes.
Tell your friends Thursdays.
Tell
Thursdays
your
at
friend or
7. Tell
not.
everybody. Tell my sister Val. She was on here last night, honey, waiting.
Honey,
She
listen.
was on here like, is there something wrong with my phone? I was
We are
like, nah,
back
she's on the
in the
wrong She's like, it's something wrong. She's like, I thought I was glitching. What did she say? Not I thought I was glitching. She said she thought she was having connection problems. I tell you,
Hey,
my sister is real.
Ponder.
Hey, Ponder. Which Ponder is that?
I think that's Michelle. Hey, Shell.
So when
She's
you
a
come
nice
in, please drop
people.
your name and where you're joining us from.
Hey,
Because y'all
Michelle.
know how these Instagram names are, honey. They don't be your real name.
How you
Oh, we seeing
doing?
some people we ain't ever seen before. Hi, Alex. I-11. How are you?
Oh, that's my, hey, Dr. Thompson. That's
She
Dr.
said sound
Tiffany.
check. Why we sound checking? What's wrong, Ponder? We got a sound check. You can't hear nobody? Steph, why
Can you hear me?
you keep going off out of camera, out of frame?
Yes, you are in
Dr.
the house, Dr.
Thompson.
Thompson. Yes.
Hi. How are you? I don't know you. Apparently, you know my sister because when she does that laugh,
That's
that
my
means that
friend. Hey, Dr. Top, she has the best wellness spot here in
is
Virginia for all of
somebody she
y'all in the
knows.
757. She is doing it up in the
Thanks for the
wellness area.
follow, Ponder. Can you hop over to Facebook and follow us over there too?
Yes, yes.
Facebook
Can
has
you
been
not
doing
hear
us dirty all summer.
how we sounding out there, Ponder? Because I'm gonna be sounding better next week. This week I'm not all the way
Y'all pray for
sounding the
Steph. I
best.
love her.
Y'all pray
Prayers for
for me. I'm gonna get it
him.
together.
So what's up? We're so glad that everybody has joined us back here for Church Girls Chronicles Thursday nights at 7 p.m. We
At
switched
7
our night.
p.m.
Tell your friends, tell your family members, tell everybody who you know who used to watch us that we're back for season 2.
Huh? Season 2.
Season
That's what
2,
it do.
we took some time off to kind of relax and regroup and refocus.
And
Um, and we went on a vacation. We did some stuff. I taught some summer school. We
so
did
did
some things. We're
I.
going to tell you guys about it. But before we tell you all about our summer recap, we have some new things, some new things we want to share with everybody. So we're going to wait a few more minutes while we're looking at folks who are coming in. Thanks for the sounds great, Dr. Thompson.
Yes. Thanks for
Ponder,
sharing.
can you hear us now? No.
Oh, okay.
Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. And Dr. Thompson, are you down there in Virginia with my sis?
Yes, she's down here in the
Is that where you're
VA.
hailing from?
Actually, she's been a really big part. She's been a really big part of like a lot of my healing process over the last few months
Oh,
and
that's
wellness.
important.
Yes. So I'm excited. Her wellness company and group just starting and getting off the ground, and I've had the opportunity to just kind of like really experience some holistic healing through Dr. Thompson, who is a
Awesome.
um, phenomenal doctor. Just love her,
Hi,
and it's
Toto.
Restoration Wellness,
That's a previous student of
Restoration and
mine.
Rejuvenation
All
Wellness
right,
Center.
Dr. Thompson, thank you for helping my
Yes,
sister in her wellness journey. That's
yes,
always a good thing. And so, I'm praying for your health and your wellness as well, because people who do that job, it's a big job.
big job,
Um,
big
Taquito, are you my previous student?
job. I think that is the young man who
That is
joins us.
him. Hi. I like the fact that you follow this. This is so awesome. What's up? How was your summer? Oh, because he left Camden, the school that I was
Aw.
teaching at, so he doesn't go to school there anymore, so I don't get to see him every day. But
Aw.
he be on my Church Girls Chronicles. What's up, bro?
Yes, he does.
Oh,
We
so
love
sweet.
it.
So, okay, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for enduring the small talk. And if you're here with us on Instagram and you haven't been over on Facebook to follow us, go do that now. Everybody has a phone where you can do two things at one time. So stay on here and then hop over to our Facebook Church Girl Chronicles page and follow us over there. And then come back for tonight's discussion. We have a couple of things that we want to share with you. We're back
Yes.
on Thursday nights. We switched our night to Thursdays at 7. We had a few
I
people
want to do my
who reached
share.
out and said that Thursdays work better for them. And in the little poll that we did earlier at sometime last week, everybody said, a lot of people said Thursdays was better for them. So here we are, accommodating the folks.
Accommodating the folks.
Hmm. I think
I'm
it's a good
excited about it.
thing. I'm excited about it too. I
Hmm.
am excited on our new night, same time. So
Same
we
bad
want
station.
somebody, and come while you're coming in, share with us something fabulous that you did this summer that brought you some healing, some peace, um, made you more focused or more spiritual minded. Let us know what you guys did this summer. Go ahead and
Please let
let
us
us know.
know.
Let us know down there in the comments. Did you go on a vacation? Did you spend some extra time with family? Not everybody works in education, but did you take some time off and go somewhere and get some rest and relaxation? Let us know. Did you go hang out at the beach? Uh, did you go hang out in the mountains? Take a little trip, go hiking, go see something beautiful? Let us know. Hey, Jazz,
Hey, Jazz.
let us know what you did this summer. We want to
We
know.
want to know.
We do, we do, we do, because we have missed you. And while everybody's jumping in and telling us about their summer and telling us who they are and where they're joining us from, um, we're going to talk to you guys about our summer in a minute. But we want to talk to you about our segment changes first.
Yeah.
Hit it, sis.
Oh. Well. Hit it, sis. As if. Look,
It's in
Linda.
the notes. Read the
I
notes.
got the notes, child. I'm looking at the notes. Blessed quietness. Holy quietness. What? I can't see nothing because my glasses, I
Or
done
on your
moved them up.
forehead.
Okay. So our segment changes are as follows. We're going to be changing our B squared moment at the end to not just be grateful at the end, but we want you to jump in when you come and you check in with us. Let us know that you're with us, and you can share with us something that you're grateful for at that time. And then at the end of our session, we're going to do a mindful moment, and we're just going to kind of wrap up a little bit and try to leave with you some information that is helpful. So when you leave the experience with us, you feel like you've gotten something from us overall. So yes, it's really important that we leave you information that's helpful and giving you tools to kind of do better, which is something that I think we're all working on. I know that that's one of my things. Somebody said something recently about, I was watching something on, I don't know what I was watching. I don't know if it was Facebook or something. But they were saying that they were having a very transparent moment, and they were talking about it's one thing to go and to learn the tools. It's another process to implement what it is we know.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes another level of change and desire to do that. So hopefully we can leave you some tools and encourage you and give you the information necessary to want to make and implement changes in your life, so that we can all just be better. I'm all about that, the being better
Yeah.
part.
Mr. G. Miller, he said he ain't been nowhere. He's just been in
Who
and
ain't
out
been
of town
nowhere?
in Jersey. So how did we leave? She hit the wrong button. Some things are not going to change. Like Steph hitting the wrong button and always kicking herself out of the live. We're going to wait for her to come back. But while we're waiting for her to come back, like she was saying, we always had our B squared moment at the end. And we're going to kind of, no, she didn't leave on purpose, uniquely created. Steph just be hitting buttons. And she hit the wrong ones. So technically, yes, she left, but she didn't mean to. But anyway, we're going to be combining our B squared moment with our Be Mindful moment at the end of our live. So, we're going to get into it. I don't know why. She's coming back. There she is.
I just want y'all.
It's now we can't hear you. Can I hear you? We can't hear you. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who had a birthday yesterday? Happy birthday.
Ooh,
Uh,
hey,
Mr. Miller had a birthday yesterday.
hey,
And
girl.
thanks
Oh,
for the
that's why him
welcome
and
back.
Jazzy around the same time.
Hey, Mrs. Montgomery.
Hey, good
All right,
people.
so
How
let's
y'all
get
doing?
into it. Some of you
Hey,
guys are
Nicole.
just joining us. We want you to go ahead and drop in the comments who you are. And we want you guys to recap your summer for us. Let us know how you spent your summer, since we haven't seen you
All
since
summer long.
since June, since
Yeah.
all summer long. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're going to do. We're going to recap our summer for you tonight. We're going to talk about what our goals are and some of our upcoming topics, and get settled into this new night.
Yeah, this new
If you know
season.
somebody who used to join us and they're not aware that we're on a new night, shoot this over to them, share this with them, and let them know.
Yes, child. Um, yeah, please, and please, if you're new, if you're just joining on and jumping in, I don't know if Shana told you, run on over to Facebook if you don't follow us on Facebook when you get the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity, and follow our Church School Chronicle page over there on Facebook. These platforms are always changing the rules.
Always changing
Always
the
changing the
rules. They
rules.
keep moving the bar. Your summer was stressed, sis. Uniquely created. Wow, what happened? We
Who had
praying for you. I'm
a
sorry.
stressful summer, Lord?
I'm sorry about that.
Who had a stressful summer, Nicole?
Uniquely created
That's
79.
that's Nicole. Hey,
Hi,
Nick, you had a
Nicole.
stressful summer? Oh, Lord. Well, I hope you get it. I hope it's not
Anything you
so
want us
bad.
to pray for?
The children, yeah, the children is back to school now, sis.
If it was the kids, we can always pray for them.
Yes, Lord.
Oh
Cause
yeah, yeah. You had your babies all summer long. Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah.
They
It's
back to
funny
school
because
now. I already knew what it was.
yeah, me and Steph are both in education, and it's so funny how on the first day of school, parents be like, ah, and the kids just gotta tuck and roll and get out, and then they be like, ah, and they be out. It is hilarious, and they be late picking them up. They be like, I forgot my time
What's
they got out of school. Did you?
no,
Did
no.
you really
What's
forget?
funny is I work in middle school, right? So first day back, right? The kids are sitting there, and I'm observing this mom and son sitting on the side, right? And I'm like, wonder what they sitting there for? Because school has begun.
Mhm.
And everybody else's parents, like you said, they out dropping the kids off and doing wheelies out of the
Yeah,
park,
they
like
doing wheelies.
going 800 miles an hour, saying, "Thank you, Jesus!" Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody honking, and excited. And here I have this mom sitting off to the side with her child, and they just seem so solemn, and I not understanding what the going on are. And so we get rid of the majority of the kids who didn't know what direction to kind of go in, and the only people left are this mother and son. And so I look around, and all the guidance counselors have moved on, and I'm the only person standing there, and we catch eye contact. So the mom stands up with the son, and then they walk over by the security desk, and they're standing there together. And they're both looking at me. And I'm thinking to myself, unless they're military, I don't have to even talk to them if I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, I can't do that because that's just rude. You can't just be ignoring people and their kids.
It's rude-ish, but go ahead.
So I speak. They're not military, but literally there's no one else around. It's just me. So I'm like, oh, how can I help you? And honey, the little boy busts out crying. So I'm just standing there like, what is going
Why?
on here?
Why was he so
Child.
sad?
So I said, he's just overwhelmed at the idea of having to go and start school. And
Oh my
mind you,
Lord.
he is not, yes, he's a sixth grader and he's just overwhelmed. And I'm like, okay, so let's just take some deep breaths. And mom is not saying anything. She's not saying anything at all. I'm talking about stoic, just standing there very stoically next to her child. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this going on here? Why are you not saying anything? You're just not going to engage? You sat here for 20 minutes. School has begun.
Mm-mm.
We're almost halfway through the first period.
Right.
And you are still sitting here. What is the problem? So I say, well, why don't we walk on? Why don't we go to your class? Why don't you and I just walk and go to class? So we take about 3 steps. And I look back at the mom. Honey, why she look like somebody that Brian Carn slapped in the middle of a service? That
What?
like she about to
Why?
melt. In the whole pieces, honey, fall all apart. I said, "Oh, this why he couldn't get up.
He could
Cause
get
you
up.
retarded too. Okay, no, ain't
No.
nobody else
Yeah,
doing that.
honey, I did
Sure.
not have that experience at
Listen,
all. I teach high school, and
no
many
one is doing
parents
that,
was out.
ma'am. You're the only parent in here crying because you had to send them off to the 6th grade. You're the only one
Yeah,
doing it. I need to know
the only one.
what
Well,
what's
maybe
going
because
on here.
he was first year in
Should be
junior
calling
high. I
CPS. There's
kind of
something
get
right about
that.
these responses.
Hey, Val. Hey, Star Michelle.
Hey,
Chosen for his will.
hey,
All
Dominique.
right, so let's get into it. Our summer, we took some time off.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because we started this podcast. We keep calling it a podcast. That's prophetic. We we started this podcast, and I don't think we really was prepared for how much work it was.
Yeah. Well, I was, and this is why I had avoided it for a long time.
I wasn't ready.
I was.
I was not ready. The level of overwhelming feelings that settled in my soul by June.
Yeah.
I was not ready.
And we really, like I say, even with that, like, we don't put, people that do this all the time, like, the level of push on them is like, they're every day making a video, every day. Like, at one point, I was doing that kind of stuff. Like, I was making a video every day. I was doing something to promote it or market it every day. I was putting the post up. That is like, I don't understand how people do it for their life. Who wants,
Because
no,
people who normally do that don't work a regular job.
they don't have regular jobs. And they're not working with people all the time.
Right. There's that part. And I think both of us are a little bit of ambivertish.
Yes.
Where we can be out and do the people thing, but then our people meter goes to like 0.
Mine goes to 0 quickly.
And I'm over it. Right?
Very much so.
I think that's the thing. It's the work-life balance became kind of unbalanced. Right? Because we work all day, and then we still did this, which was also kind of workish. And so the balance started tipping a little bit too much in the other direction.
Right.
That coupled with the fact that we did have a vacation planned, and taking off of that is absolutely reasonable. We went to our family reunion this year in Texas.
Yep.
Shout out to Texas.
It was the first one I've entered in Texas, so that was pretty cool for me.
That was good. We were there about 8 days. We spent quite a bit of time.
We were in Texas for a few days. Yeah.
So, it was we needed to regroup. We wanted to make sure that we came back and had some something worth saying and something worth talking about, something that you guys would want to hear, something that you guys would want to participate in.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure that we were engaging at a time that was good for everybody. So that's why we switched to Thursday nights. We talked about it a couple times, and we were like, oh, well, okay, yeah, people got Bible study, but we're not only just geared towards folks who go to church. So if you don't have Bible study, you can always jump on here.
Right.
But so that was our initial idea.
Right.
When we started on Wednesday nights. But we had a lot of people, church and non-church people, say, "Oh, I wish you guys were on Thursdays." But we didn't want to neglect our regulars who were joining us on Wednesday night. So that's why we put that little voting thing out to see what people wanted. And here we are on a Thursday night.
On Thursday night?
Yeah. Yeah. So we I think for me too, the summer I had to, because honestly, I don't even think I told you this, Steph. I had to contemplate whether or not I wanted to come back for a season two.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, it was a lot. It was a lot for me. And when I put everything in perspective and pros and conned it, the one thing I didn't like was teaching at a school all day. That is what was really wearing me out. I like doing Church Girl Chronicles. That was,
Right.
it was the connection with you and with all the folks, and doing something that I know God had put in our hearts to do a long time ago. All of that was fulfilling, but it was being drained by teaching every day, and the pressure of that. So I had to choose. Well, not choose, but then I had to decide: am I going to not do this because of that? And I was like, no, I can't. I got to keep doing it. So we're back, and it took some soul searching though, because I really was like, above Church Girl Chronicles.
I was what you said. I mean, I guess we never really did have that conversation. I think it's a generational conundrum in that we we enjoy doing these kinds of things, right? And this is kind of where life is going across the board. To be able to do anything, to be able to do business, to be able to do anything, you got to have some kind of presence in these spaces. And for us, I don't know. For me, ministry has taken a major turn and shift, and so this space for me represents that as well.
Yeah.
It's part of my life in ministry, and so I love doing this for those reasons. I feel useful and
Right.
needed and effective, and like I'm doing something that I enjoy. But the same thing that you have to deal with. But we work people jobs, and we are around people all the time.
Let's talk. We got you, Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the thing, Jazz. I'm so glad you popped up, because we have this family chat. There was this story. It's not a story. Well, it is a story. A news story about a poor woman who died at her
Right, I was reading that.
at her desk, and she wasn't found for 4 days.
That's crazy. I'm not about to do that in my life.
4 days. And what it brings to mind is how we work these jobs, we break our necks, we go in, we work to overtime that we're not paid for, we bring work home, we do all this stuff for what? That woman sat at her desk and died. And the only reason why they found her is because her body started to stink. So she wasn't even working for 4 days because she was dead. And nobody even came to see why she wasn't doing her job.
But that's crazy. Now, where was she working at? That's the question. I want to know. Huh?
She worked for Wells Fargo.
I want to know what she did at Wells Fargo that for 4 days she could not
even
be
inquired to say, hey, Miss Ma'am hasn't done this, and this in 4 days. She ain't put in no PTO. She was a no call, no show. Nobody cared.
It's like crazy to me. It's like insane to me. It's insane to me, yo.
You were no call, no show for 4 days. And the only reason why anybody found you is because your body started to stink the building up because you were dead. So I put that story in our family chat, and my niece Jasmine, she was like, and she made a really good point. And I was talking to one of my coworkers about it too. I'm not going to work that hard for nobody except for myself and Jesus.
And it's crazy because I think, that's a whole, topic in and of itself. And but just the idea of like having to take the break for the summer. I thought about it 2 weeks because it didn't dawn on me till after you called it season two too. I'm like, you know what? No one works all year round. No television broadcast, no show. They take 2 breaks actually in the year.
They do.
And they,
Usually
give you
around
seasons for that
winter.
reason,
Yeah.
right? So when you're doing these kinds of things, that's why you get seasons, right? Because people need a break, and anybody gonna be working no every single day, going to no set, working no entire day. Because this is a lot. I mean, man, listen, I couldn't imagine doing what they do, but I
I could
understand now
do
why
that if
they,
it was
take
my
those.
only job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even if being in your only job, having to report and spend the entire day on set, like it's more than 8 hours, and
Hmm.
depending on what they have to catch for the set and when you come
Hmm.
in and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of memorizing. It's a lot, and I know that it's probably not comparable when it comes down to hours and pay.
It's not.
Um, but just understanding that and realizing, at our age, that's what I call it a generational conundrum. Like in one side of you, you're like, I want to be useful and I want to feel like I'm fulfilling purpose and I'm doing what I need to be doing with my life. But I also don't want to die at no desk and be dead for 4 days. And don't
Well,
nobody
I
know
know
I'm
for a fact that
dead.
I'm
Like,
not going to be nowhere for 4 days and don't somebody, my family, come looking for me. That's number one.
okay.
If I don't read, if y'all don't hear from me in a day, y'all be like, ain't nobody heard from Shayna. That'll be
Right.
that much I know
Right.
is true. I'm not dependent on my job to come looking for me. I'm
Right.
dependent on y'all to come looking for me.
Right.
But
Right.
for her to, I don't like. Did she not feel well that morning, and she still went to work anyway? Like, what kind of choices are we making for these jobs and for these careers and for the money that are really like detrimental to our lives and to our health and our well-being, for someone else to make some money, because they're not paying us what they're making, right, at all, not even
No.
close, right? But we're there every day keeping the cogs moving on their machine, and but at what cost to us?
Right. And I think that is so interesting because no one, I don't know that you go into, to the workforce thinking that way. And I think that leads us right into like the second part of what we wanted to talk about tonight, which was like our goals and things that we're looking forward to the future, not just for this program, but even for ourselves. Like, um, and if you could drop in the comments and let us know. I was sharing with Shayna that oftentimes, we start things out in the month of January, and we would set these resolutions and we do all these things, and by the summertime, we haven't lost the 30 pounds. We we haven't done all these things, and we wonder why, because you. January is in the middle of the wintertime, and that's when everything starts to die. And we make all these resolutions in the middle of the season of death. But okay, that's a whole other level, right? So, but I was thinking, and I was sharing with Shayna, it's okay to revisit and come back. This is a great time to do it. And it's interesting because even when you think about jobs and stuff like that, they revisit budget. That's when budgets are launched and all that kind of stuff. Usually launched between the months of July and August. The
Yeah,
fiscal year
fiscal
usually closes
calendars
out
are different.
in the
Yeah.
month of July, and relaunches, and your year kind of relaunches around that time financially. And it's interesting because that's also around the time, of harvest season and all that kind of stuff, or the new year on the Jewish calendar. So all those things kind of coincide as far as time is concerned. So this time of year is usually when I start to look forward and set goals. It's also probably one of the most challenging times of year for me, and most people, right? Because I find all kinds of things shift around
Mm-hmm.
this time of year, like,
Mm-hmm.
for me, personally, relationally, all that kind of stuff. So it all kind of comes flushing in at right around the same time, but it's a good time to reevaluate yourself, reevaluate your goals, so that when these challenges start to come up, you have some direction. And there's
Mm-hmm.
immediate direction. You kind of strategize, you kind of look things over, and you know that you can kind of reassess where you're going for the rest of the year, and into the new year, you have a plan, so that if things start to go on left, you already have a plan in
Right.
place. Yes. So, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, yeah, Nick. That'll preach a little bit. But yeah. So just thinking about our goals and thinking about some of the stuff that we're kind of looking forward to, even with Churchill Chronicles. and our personal goals. Because I know for me, this summer was really an opportunity to reevaluate some of the mistakes I've made
Mm-hmm.
and the things that I need to
Mm-hmm.
reconstruct. Because life started happening somewhere around, the springtime, and, things started springing forth and exposing themselves and showing themselves. And now you're like, oh, Lord, what do I do with all these things that have sprung forth in my life? And where am I going next? Right. And, having to make these decisions um, before the season of harvest comes. So I've been spending the summer kind of rethinking, reevaluating. And interestingly enough, changes that I was trying to make over the last 15 years, I've been able to make in the last 2 months, but it required a lot of sacrifice, like going back to work. Like we went on vacation at one time. I had all these plans to leave and go do some other things, but I ended up having to take on a job and a half. So, like, some more jobs
Same.
and do some more working
Same.
and just kind of grinding, to try to
Release your
establish some
Quana.
things and reestablish myself, financially. And even in our conversation around a lady who, passed away, and it just, the art of the grind is lost, I think, in this generation to come, unless it's going to be lucrative for them immediately. And for me, I realize this grind is going to take some time,
All
and I'm going to
grinds.
see, yeah,
Any good grind should.
yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, and it's going to, and it's going to take, some, consistency, right? For a period of time in order for me to see some, real change be effective. But I believe and I'm sure that because I'm in position where I should be, that now the things that have been waiting for me to get in this position,
Yeah.
oh, I'm dropping hard nuggets tonight. Yes, in a subliminal way. But I've been waiting for things to get in position. The things that have been waiting for me to get in the right posture, will now be released. And so a lot of times, that's kind of my goal this summer, is to really stay in the vein of the uncomfortable. And it's painful, yo, but I've been talking myself out of it for so long. But staying in the vein of I haven't come home all summer. That is so not like me, right? To not have come home at all summer. When last summer, I think I spent the majority of my summer in New Jersey,
Yeah, we had
like I
to
had a
reunion,
job.
though. There were extenuating circumstances.
I know. But I mean, different circumstances, of course, but spending the majority of my summer in New Jersey. And I think as I've done, the many summers before, and not coming home, but all this summer and missing out on things that I didn't want to miss out on, but staying in the vein of the uncomfortable, um, because I need to be in the posture to receive. I've missed it one too many times, and that's the general goal of my brain. Like, it's okay if it's uncomfortable, don't rush up out of it too quick.
Well, all movement and change is uncomfortable. And I think that's the thing that we've kind of psyched ourselves out about over the years. And, just throughout living life, is that we convince ourselves that we should not have any discomfort when it comes to changing or moving or reworking or revamping or whatever. It's going to be uncomfortable. I'm sure everybody in the chat has moved at some point in their lives, and you've had to pack up a house or pack up an apartment or pack up a room or pack up a dorm or something, and that's uncomfortable. But the move is necessary,
Yeah,
right? So in order to move, change is not supposed to be comfortable. Birth
yeah,
and bringing things into this world is not comfortable.
right.
It's not comfortable.
That's right.
It's not. I mean, just women giving birth is the best only really example of that.
Yep. In
It's
this good
not
ninth month of
comfortable.
September, the nine, the number of new births.
A new birth, that's not a comfortable thing. Every woman on here who's ever had a baby or has ever seen a baby born or has ever experienced any type of labor, it's not comfortable. And
Yeah.
it's not about your comfort in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I will tell everybody until the day I die, I don't want to be a teacher. But guess what I'm doing this year?
Teaching. Yeah.
Woo, I hate it. I hate every minute of it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it with everything in my body. I hate it. I love some of the kids are really great. and I have formed a really good bond with some of them. And I told the Lord, I said, listen, if you want me to do this to help me reposition myself and get myself into a different space, you're going to have to make it plain. And before the end of July, I had a contract.
And it's so crazy, Shannon, because I was at that's the exact same conversation I had with the Lord today myself. Like, Lord, I know your voice. I've been in prayer. I've fasted. I've done all the things. I mean, I spend a lot of time alone. The only person I'm talking to is Jesus. Like half
All
the
the
time,
time.
I'm
Me and the
talking to the
Lord.
Lord because I'm by myself
All
all
the
the
time.
time. And I'm like, look, who else I'm talking to but you? Like, I mean, who else? Me, you and me and myself. And I'm not always, and I recognize that I don't always have the best advice. So of course I seek wisdom in other spaces. Um, but at the same time, it's like I, these are like I'm in these moments where like I need a clear, outright. This is the direction that I need you to go in because it's not as if I don't have options, right? The options are multiple. Um, the comfort of like not necessarily the comfort
Hey,
even.
Aunt Mill.
Hey, I'm in. It's not even about being comfortable, even in certain situations. You said even about being comfortable, like change always involves discomfort. It does. But most people, when it gets too uncomfortable,
They stop
that's when we check opt out, right? That's when we usually go back to
to
what's
what we were
familiar, right?
doing. Yeah.
Um, I have been in the vein of beyond my threshold of discomfort. I mean, I think everybody has a threshold of discomfort. I can take
Mm-hmm.
pain to a certain
Mm-hmm.
degree, but then there's a level of pain, and you like, please call late the nurse and give me the Percocet, right? Like, or, give
Shoot.
me the whatever,
Stop.
right? So everybody
I
has
don't
a
even want to do it no
threshold,
more.
and everybody's threshold of discomfort is different.
It's different.
Um, yeah, I've been at the please give me the Percocet space for some time, and now I'm like, listen here. I'm gonna need you to give me a drip
Something.
that I can
Just
hit
put it. The one that you can click when you're ready for it. Click.
I'm gonna need that right
I want
now.
that one. Yeah,
Man,
just
listen.
click. So I can
Yes.
zone out
So
and then come back.
yeah, I
Click
need
the
to
morphine
pass
drip.
out for a little bit and come
Yeah.
on back. But in that and choosing to stay there, right? And and not having the nurse to call on, not having the drip locked in and just saying this is really it's been an interesting time. But I think the hope for me is this: as uncomfortable as I am right now, I am not. It is a space I'm in uniquely without the fear that I had last year
Right.
when I was
It's
comfortable,
different.
right? So I was comfortable, like I could settle into where I was and be where, but there was such a level of hopelessness about it. It was like just an acceptance of this is just all it's going to ever be, right? Um, with no expectation and this monotony. It's falling into this monotony and this numbness. But this year I am uncomfortable, but there's an anticipation and there's a hope and
Light.
there's an increased faith
Yeah.
and there is an increased expectation in what is next. Like
Yes.
whatever the outcome is, I'm confident, even if it's not what I necessarily want it to be. I am confident on the other side of that is the place of not having to come back. Is the place
Yeah,
where I'll
I'm not
never
gonna
see Egypt
do
again.
this no more.
Yeah, well, I won't see Egypt anymore, right? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, is the place of crossing over where, after I come out of this situation, I will never see Egypt again.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, this is not, I'm not going to ever see this again.
So let's say hi to some folks, and then I want to
Hey,
say something. Hi, Life Matters with Mario. What's up? How you doing? Hey, Aunt
hey, Mario.
Mildred.
Hey, Mario Brown.
Hi, Aunt Mill. Um, who is? I don't even know. I don't want to start saying that. Um,
I can't see people. It's interestingly enough, you can see them. It's not scrolling up for
Hi,
me.
Sir Irving. Thank you for joining
Hey,
us. Muscadebra. Musta Deborah.
I don't know.
Hi.
Let's see. A
How
whole
you
lot of
doing?
people.
Thanks for joining us on our new night.
Yes.
New night
That's
Thursdays.
Simon,
Thursday.
Shayna. That's Pastor Simon Irving. Uh, Pastor Simon Irving. You remember Simon that used to play keyboard way back in the day?
Okay. You know, Steph. I was. Hi, Pastor Simon. How you
Forgive her, Simon.
doing?
Forgive
Thank
her.
you for joining us. I'm super excited about
For
that.
she
I really,
knows
really
not
am.
what she does.
Hi, Mario. Hi, Aunt Mill.
Mari.
So
Hi,
glad you
brother.
decided to join us. Um, so this is what I don't know. I'd be reading and thinking and looking at stuff, and I can't remember where I saw this particular thing that helped pull, because you were talking about the difference between this year and last year. Is last year there was like hopelessness that was attached to. Oh, hey, Talisha,
Hey,
you
Talee.
hop on here, girl. Talisha says she remembers. Talisha remembers everybody. Um, my long-term memory. I don't know. I'm just one of them people, Simon. Please, I love you. I love you. I know I love you. When I see your face, I'm going to be like, oh, I love him. Um, but that hopelessness, when you can kind of disconnect from that hopelessness, is like it gave the scenario. Well, not a scenario, but it was saying how, you go through these things, and you go through these things in life, and you find yourself in these hopeless spots. Like, God, why am I still going through the same things over and over again? Why is this process happening over and over and over again? And the person who was speaking gave a different perspective, in that you have to think of it more of, like the Bible says, a refiner and a gold refiner. And how what happens is they keep dipping you in the fire, because the whole point of dipping gold in fire is because when the refiner would bring it up, he needed to be able to see his reflection.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
and
that is
Jackie
what the
Hill
Lord
Perry
is
and not
doing
Jackie Hill
with
Perry.
us.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he keeps dipping us in the fire, because the last time we came out, he still couldn't see himself.
Mm-hmm.
So um, we get into that hopelessness sometimes, because we keep getting dipped in the fire, and we're like, God, why you keep putting me through the same test? I don't see myself yet. So
Yeah.
when we start to kind of refocus our hearts and our minds and our souls, and focus on the Lord and on Jesus, and make what we do wanting to be, yes, Quan did. You want to be um, more Jesus focused, more God focused, more word focused about where we are. And it's hard though, because right, the rat race kind of gets you in just that, the rat race, and you get tired. And
And not just the rat race.
busyness,
It's
busyness is a trick of the enemy, because we get so busy that you're too tired to get up in the morning to pray, or you're exhausted and you don't want to read your word, and it's you just get so busy. You're not doing anything wrong. You're working to support your family, or you're in ministry and you're doing all the things, but are you finding time to really build your intimacy in your relationship with the Lord? And
and not just that, not just our relationship with the Lord and the intimacy of it all, but also the unlearning of
yeah,
things that have kept us bound, that are very much connected to our misunderstanding about that
yes,
relationship. And I think that that is really
is
important
the
to mention,
dippage.
because I think that that's a big part of it. We've been so, like, moving through the guilt, moving through the shame, moving through the ignorance, moving through
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff that we learned, is what was required, right? The whole idea of having to work in order for people to understand that this made me be saved, is
Mm-hmm.
something we have to unlearn, because I don't think that that was ever the intention. That the reflective nature of Christ in us is the light passing through. I remember I ministered some time ago. We all was talking about we want to be a reflection of Jesus, and I had to stop saying that, because I don't want to be a reflection. A reflection is something that bounces off. The light itself is never absorbed; it only bounces off and then processes out. Whereas I want to be the refraction of Christ, which requires the light to pass through and be absorbed. And then it emanates naturally from who I am. And most people don't want that part of that level of process,
Mm-hmm.
the absorption of the presence of God, like the light of God, because what it has to do first is work in you before it can work out of you. And we have skipped over that part, and and for many, many years operated in such a religious way that we have not, like I said, we've practiced and know what to do, and it has become a safe, comfortable space for us. The discomfort is not to know the tool, but to take the tool for ourselves and have it
Yep.
change me. And that's that nature of allowing it to break and to destroy and to help us to unlearn some things that have been um, systematically ingrained in our being,
Mm-hmm.
and it really is unhealthy behaviors and actions. And it's so funny because it's not like any person, the generations before us or the people before us, did it on purpose. It's just what we've practiced for so long, it's become a part of our nature. So yes.
Stop with the senior citizen comments. My
who
niece is going back and forth in the comments.
who
Come
Shaquana
on,
and
science
Shae.
academic vocab. Leave Shaquana alone.
Hmm, refraction.
But we are so glad that everybody has joined us tonight. Um, Pastor
The
Urban,
two
I
of
went
y'all
and
are
followed you
not
on
going to get
Instagram.
cutting up. The two of
Accept my
them.
follow request on Instagram, sir. I followed you on Instagram, Sir Urban. Sorry, I found you.
You followed them.
I did. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But so I'm so excited about this new night. I really am. It frees me up in a lot of ways. I was doing like three different things on a Wednesday night, including this. I didn't realize at the time that I was stretching myself way too thin. And why are you waving and laughing in silence?
Because them two in the comments are dumb.
Oh,
Jazz talking about some Shaquana got a new job, so now she free to
that she
just say
got free.
whatever she wants.
She
Look at
is
that.
free.
Honey,
Listen,
listen,
it frees you
bondage.
up. Sometimes you gotta
And
let
Shaquana
some
talking about
stuff
saying, you
go.
see, you know you can hear the two
You
of
can
them
hear because
talking
we
in
know
their
what
head,
they
right?
sound like. We know what they sound like. Yeah,
You
we know what
see?
they sound like. Yeah. You see? You see? Get that freedom,
It's
get that freedom. It
it's a
changes
wonderful
things.
thing.
But yeah,
Listen.
I just think that I'm grateful for the fact that we switch nights. I'm grateful, because it frees me up, and I'm not in that jam that I had on Wednesdays. Because some Wednesdays I would finish Church Girls Chronicles and be out my door by 8 o'clock because I had somewhere else to be,
Yeah.
and ain't nobody doing it no more.
Amen. Wednesdays were crazy for me too. I don't know why that would be the night that I would be leaving work the latest. It was just, I
It
mean,
was
it's just
the
crazy. It
worst.
was the worst. And
It was
Thursdays
the
I'm free.
worst.
Like I don't have any life plans on Thursdays, so
Yeah, it was
it's
the
pretty cool.
worst. It,
I
it
did
became,
recently
and it
join
got
this.
worse as the season progressed. I was like,
Y'all
this
may have to
is
go along with me. I did join. Uh, it's a short term situation, but I joined a choir.
not a choir.
I did. I joined a performing choir.
Thought you was gonna say, "Oh, I joined a gym or something." You
No,
joined a choir,
I've been a part of the gym, child. I ain't
girl.
made
I'm
it
folding
yet.
my arms. Tell me
That
about
is one of
that.
my goals
Mm.
for the next couple of weeks is to get up at least twice a week and make it over here to that gym. But
Yes,
I joined a performing choir. They're going to be performing for this holiday expo, and
look at
you
Val. Look
know,
at Val. What?
I did. I'm excited to do it though. I'm excited. I haven't sung in that. It's like a chorale, so they're singing more. What would I say?
Life music.
Like
No,
it's giving
no, I
us.
don't.
It's giving us more joyful, joyful Lord. We
Yes, it's a
adore thee.
corral, Shaquana.
That.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Tell
So
it.
it's pulling
I
on
say,
my
go.
my old school upbringing. Yes.
I
So
can't.
I'm in a corral, and I'll be
Val
doing the
said,
corral. But it's
Talisha wants to join a corral.
yes, it's cute, and
Val
it's
said
only for the
Golden Corral. So wait, our oldest sister is the most sarcastic person you will ever want to meet. So when Steph said she joined a corral, my sister said
golden.
like Golden
No,
Corral. Bump you,
golden
Val.
corral. Hey, Julian, they on here cutting up.
Bump you, Val. That's funny. Golden, you joined
Nobody's
Golden
doing
Corral.
no. Yes, the golden. It is golden because it's be a bunch of golden girls sing
How
like
many
myself.
people in this group?
It's going to be a large. I mean, I don't know any of the people at all. They won't know me. I probably just we're doing it for charity. It's a charity event. It's happening one time. The event is in late. I want to say November, late
Are
October.
you are you are your rehearsals on Wednesday?
No, but we have two mandatory rehearsals on Thursday night at 7.
I'm so mad at you. right now. I don't know what
I
you're
didn't
doing.
know. I didn't know they were switching to Thursdays. I joined the chorale a month and a half
It's
ago.
the senior chorale. Shut up, Jazz. They probably
The
are all over
Golden
50.
Corral. Yes. I don't
That's okay,
know. The
Jazz, because you
Golden.
close. You got real close the other day to being a senior. Go ahead and get your AARP card
Okay,
application.
go on, honey. Listen, you better prep the application. You 40.
Get it together, girl. Get it
Yes,
together, honey, because that
ma'am. Honey, you don't got that
AARP
much longer.
discount be
You on the other
popping.
side. You on
Girl,
the other side.
I used
So.
my AARP discount one time. I was like, oh, you
You use your AARP, girl.
get
I use my AARP all the time, honey. Don't play. And
AARP.
pay my
Woo!
dues. Okay?
No
To get
shame.
my
But Jess
card.
said she found a
They
loophole.
told me the first time that I wasn't old enough. I got one more year. I said,
To
no, I'm
have it
giving
for
y'all my money
free.
this year.
Well, technically, everybody can sign up for AARP. You just have to pay. I
Well,
think
I
it's like
paid.
$18 or
Yeah, I paid.
$20 a
I
year.
wanted my early benefits.
Yeah,
I said, you're
I
taking
want
my
my
money, I want all my
AARP. Yeah,
benefits. Thank you.
technically, everybody can get AARP. Jazz said she can. She found her loophole. Go and get
Yes,
your
it's a
loophole,
loophole.
girl.
You have to pay them $12.99.
Yeah, I think it's like $13 a year,
Yes,
but it's
twelve
only a
ninety
year
nine,
though.
and I'm going to get my AR. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
get
getting my
that
little benefits
AARP together.
pretty
Pop that.
soon. Yes, I get them
Get your
every
card,
every
pop it
year.
out. Whoop. My AARP discount. I can't see
Yes,
my handle fingers on this hand.
it comes in handy. Don't
Honey,
play with me. I'm not playing. Listen,
that thing's funny to me.
every time.
Um, but yeah, go ahead and do that. So this corral, this is part of your like. Are you gonna? Is your goal to do more of that kind of
I
thing?
am. I'm trying to get back into the regular singing thing. Kind of open my life back up to
You keep
that
saying you know.
space.
I don't know.
Oh yes, I haven't really been singing a lot, so I want to. And two, I want to be in a position where I'm singing formally
Which
because I need to bring myself back into a more learned
yeah,
space. I
because you'll be just busting out in song and be like,
yeah, I can. I need to be back.
you
I
singing
need to be a little
alto?
bit more. Bring it back on in.
You singing
Get sharpen my
alto?
ear again.
Are you
I don't
singing
know what I have
alto?
to wear though. Don't listen. Probably black and white. It's probably one of them black and
White
white
top, black
experiences.
bottoms.
White top, black bottoms. I'm almost sure it's gonna probably be a black and white affair.
Are you
If they hand
singing?
out robes, I will call y'all and take
Yeah, because
pictures. Okay?
that is really the question. You gonna have one of them big flowers right here?
No, no, nope. I'm not doing it. I might though, just to stand out.
Right
I don't
here,
know.
like that. And it's gonna touch your
I
face
might the
every
big
time you
white
go
flag.
like this.
Yeah,
You're
the
gonna
big
get your
white
makeup on it.
right by my chin, so it'll be all big. Yes,
And
I
black
might.
stockings. Opaque black stockings.
I'm not wearing stockings, so you take that up.
I don't even know where to buy stockings no more.
Yes.
So once this event happens, do you plan on like signing up for another corral, or you just want to get involved in these types of things, like
I think I'm
in
going to
general?
stay connected. It may not be a corral. My next endeavor,
Can you not call it a corral?
that's
I
what
just,
it is. My next endeavor next month, I'm signing up for. There are two local theaters here. I'm going to sign up for whatever they're doing for the Christmas play.
come on with it.
Yes.
You gonna unfurl your thespian
Listen,
wings?
I have not. Listen, I have gotten now. Now listen, I love the Lord, and I will wear a slip every once in a while,
I
but
got
I'm
a
not wearing
slip. You
stockings for
need
nobody.
it?
I call me unholy. The stockings would never, and I have an excuse. I'm allergic.
You girl,
I'm allergic.
shut up.
I am
Ain't no
definitely
latex and
allergic
stockings
to
no more.
stockings.
Ain't no
Yes,
more
I've
latex.
been allergic to stockings for some time now, because the dye, whatever they got in them, I don't know what it is, if it's a latex or whatever. But honey, listen, causes too many problems.
I cannot.
Where A&D ointment has to be
Well, now
perfect.
that Steph has dropped that gem on us about her goal for the upcoming fall season to be in this golden corral. Golly. You should have told me that ahead of time so I wouldn't feel so shocked. I'm shocked.
At the corral.
Golden corralling
I'll
out
be
here.
corralling.
All right. I may have to drive down there to
see
witness.
To witness the yes, I'm going to invite all of you to the concert.
Oh my goodness, that is
You just
so
don't like them.
funny. Dramatic anointing. Yes, you need it. Bam,
Well,
right there.
Nicole, I ain't even talking to you because you plays a good keyboard, and I need to know why we can't just get together and sing a song or two every once in a while. Then I wouldn't have to go do things like that.
So as we kind First of all, I just like to thank everybody for hopping on here. And Jazz said, "What's the date?" Hopping on here and on our new night and dealing with our shenanigans. Because Sherelle talking about some of the Bradley sisters are going to do a Christmas concert. Sherelle, shut up.
Yes, please, Soror. And
Shut it down.
Mildred, what are you talking about?
What are you
Texas
talking
older.
about?
No, anybody
Don't
sing no
put that out there,
Beyonce.
Sherelle, because there'll be too many people who think you telling the truth and start looking for the flyer by Thanksgiving. No. So like I was saying,
It was 1987, yes, because I used to come to the basement party. Yes.
yeah, wait, what was 1987?
Simon was saying he's known us since 1987. I said, I'm sure of it
That's
because
about
I went
right.
to my first Jamaican basement
Yes.
party with Simon. Yes, I did.
Simon was yes, he sure did take you to that. Did we all go? No, I didn't go.
You didn't
I
go,
was too
but I did.
little. I was too little.
Had a good time.
I was too
It was with
little. But
Simon's
listen, we're
family.
moving in to first. Once again, like I was saying, I'm so glad that so many of you are joining us tonight. If you haven't already, please hop on British Jamaican. He said, "Let's get it right." Hop on
British
over to
Jamaican.
Facebook and follow the Church Girls Chronicles page on Facebook. Don't follow me. I mean, I appreciate it if you do. Don't follow Steph. She
Yeah,
appreciates it if you do.
and
We really want you though to go over and follow the Church Girl Chronicles page on Facebook if you haven't already.
yes.
As we're getting ready for what we used to call our B squared moment, we're calling it our what is it?
Be mindful moment.
Be mindful moment, where we can talk about how grateful we are, but we're also going to talk about some things that kind of help us get through the next week. The one thing we do want you guys all to try and do between now and next week is go and see the movie The Forge.
Yes.
We are going to go and see it, and then we want to talk about it next week.
Yep.
That's
So
going to be our topic. Is the movie? Yes, it's very. You got to be very demure.
I am always very demure and
Very
very mindful.
demure.
And very
We
mindful.
are going to go see the movie The Forge. I'm going to go on Saturday. I think my ticket is for it. And when we come back next Thursday at 7, we want to talk
Yeah.
about it. We want to talk about the movie The Forge. I have some idea as to what it's about. We know, for those of you who have seen the trailers and some of the promotion around it, it's a Christian movie. It's Priscilla Shire is in it. Shire. That's a lot of ERs.
That's how I spell R-E-R.
It is. It really is. But what? Oh, be mindful. So
Be wetter. Yeah,
be mindful. It's inside joke. Anyway, please go see the movie. We want to talk about it next week. I think it's about a young man who's kind of lost his way, and a group of older men kind of rally around him. But I've heard really great reviews about it too. Yes. The brothers who do these Christian movies, they also did Facing the Giants, and they did War Room.
Yeah.
And it's the same creators and of those movies, and they use Sister Priscilla Shire
And
often.
the same lady that was in War Room, the older lady,
Yes, I
she's
think
also in
she's
this as
also
well. Yeah.
yes.
I'm
So please go
excited to
and see
review it because I mean to go see it. So I'm going this weekend, but I'm excited to go see it. And
the Kendrick
I'm excited.
brothers.
Kendrick
Thank
Brothers,
you,
yeah.
Soror. Yes.
I'm excited to review it because I got a lot of things. And I'm a mom of sons.
To see
I was
how it
actually
all kind of
recommended to
plays
go and
out.
take my son with me. So
Yeah. Take JR, make him go see it.
yeah.
Make him go.
So we're gonna go
So
see it.
please, if you guys can, if you have time, I think you might want to try and catch it before the weekend, because if what I read is correct, at least here, I think it's coming out of the theater after next week.
Yeah.
Because certain movies, they don't run for a long time in the theaters.
Yeah.
So if you can, though, not only just to support the genre of Christian movies, but also so we can, chat about it when we see you
Sounds
guys
good.
next week. And then next week, we're also going to have a list of other topics. And once again, as we ask you guys always, if there's anything you guys want us to discuss, you want our point of views on, let us know. Hit us up in some comments. Send us an email.
Yep.
Send us a DM on either of our pages. Let us know, and we'll definitely try to. That Deliverance, I ain't watched that yet. I got to talk about that one. Let me see it
Listen, we
first,
not.
because I don't think that's
Listen.
what we think that is.
Well, I did watch it like an idiot, but
See, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not watching that by myself. Yes, Talisha, we saw that.
honey, listen.
We hear
We'll
that it
talk
was a
about that.
time,
We have to talk
but
about that another day
we got to
because
talk
that was
about
something
that.
else.
Let me get the guts, the courage to watch it first, because I feel
Don't
like
watch
that's
it
a Damien
alone.
Omen situation. Jazz says she watched it, and the Saints are in the uproar. All right, well let's do the Forge first, and then let's let's see about the
We're gonna
Deliverance,
scoop
because I
back
don't play
around and
with
talk
that
about that
demonic
too.
stuff. I don't, I
I'm
don't,
excited
I don't
about
play
these
like that.
topics and just reviewing stuff. I'm excited to be kind of moving in different directions, broadening out, really asking you guys for your opinion, engaging with the audience, what we want to do to it. I mean, I know Shae would definitely not oppose, but this season we want to triple our support, triple our watching, our viewing over when we come on Thursdays. We really want to do that because we're also adding other platforms. So we want to be
Oh,
able to,
right.
triple where we are. So
I
as we
forgot.
add these new platforms and start to do things, we're just asking you guys to share the content. Whenever you see it popping up, anything you see pop up on our page, just share it. Share it with friends, share it with whomever. If it blesses you, if it's something that you're excited about, if we make y'all laugh, and I know we do. um, 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 then please share it with people. Child, yes, honey, all of that
The
was going
tongues
on in
flew
that
out like
movie.
hot lava. I
Um,
can't. I want to see it, but I'm not watching it by myself.
don't do that. Well, we need to all get together and have a. I mean, we might have to do a phone conversation or a
I'm not
Zoom.
watching that with you over the phone.
I'm talking about those of us that watched it.
Okay, y'all go ahead
But
and talk about it. Don't talk about it with me though, because I don't want to talk about it
I
tonight.
got opinions.
But
But I just get sick of all those kinds of movies
oh
though, in the
yes,
sense that like we got to be fighting with the devil all hard like that. That's crazy
yeah.
to me. I'm not doing
And
that.
voting season is coming up, guys. Um, if you have never voted before in your life, go and
You
register
needs to
to
do it.
vote.
Please and
And when
thank
I'm
you.
talking about voting, I'm not talking about Jazz said very fluent, very sanctified, very that was Talisha. I'm not talking about voting for, anything on for us. I'm talking about the United
Of the
States
good
of
Americans.
America presidential election. Go vote.
Please.
I'm
Please,
not going to
please,
tell you who to
please.
vote for, Kamala Harris, but I want you to go. If you are not a registered voter, you can go to your local post office, I believe. You can do it online. Please, and there's a couple of things about voting that you guys need to know that we'll probably talk about as we get a little closer
Yeah.
to
Right.
November. Don't do mail-in ballots. They can be invalidated. Don't let
Yeah.
anybody write on your ballot slip when you go to the polls. If they do write on it, you have the
You do
right to
not
get
have to
a new
show
one.
3 forms of
You don't have to
ID.
show 3 forms of ID. We're just going to do a little bit more research and get ourselves ready so that we can give you some tips about how to properly vote and make sure that your vote is properly counted.
Yeah.
But the first thing you need to do, if you haven't already, is to register to vote. And please don't give me that. Even if you feel that that is true, there have been too many people who have laid down their lives for you to have the right to vote. Go vote.
And please be mindful that there are more things to vote for than just the president of the
I
United
was about to
States.
say that.
So
Yeah.
be very clear that we are voting
There are
what
preliminary,
either aids
yeah,
supports or takes away from their power is the people in the Senate and things of that nature. So you need to know who, you need to do these your
preliminary
preliminary
election
elections and all that kind of stuff. Be mindful of who you're voting for and be clear to vote during that time as well,
as
because it's
well.
as as important, if not more so important,
And if you
than the
don't know,
presidential election. Yeah.
yeah, and I have learned that there is a listing of all of the elections for your state
Hmm.
online.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure what elections are coming up for your state in any particular year, you can Google it.
And and I'm glad you said that, because in this era and season of people of us being to have the kind of information that we have and access that we have, there's no reason to be ignorant about any of it. You
Nope.
don't have to be ignorant about any of it. What you're voting for, why you're voting for it, all this information is public knowledge, and they count on us not doing the
Not to
research.
read.
No
Yep.
one, we don't have to, you want to be an intelligent voter, be an intelligent person when it comes down to what you believe, anything, like whether it's your spiritual understanding or who you choose to vote for. You want to be able to give an apologetic and tell, be clear for people to understand that you know what it is you're voting for and why. You ain't doing it just because of this or that.
Mm-hmm.
But there are hardcore issues that you're concerned about and
Mm-hmm.
that you're paying attention, and you're being an
Yes.
intelligent voter.
Yes. So our B squared moment. Go ahead and drop something in the comments that you are grateful for. Steph, are you going to start us off with our be mindful moment this week?
Yes, we said a lot of things tonight. I guess one of the things that I want to challenge you with is we talked about being uncomfortable. And one of the things that I have been trying to implement in my life and make consistent is just daily reminders. And so, as a tool or something you can do for yourself for years, I mean, we have access to too much technology
Mm-hmm.
between Alexa and Siri and all the people. Put a reminder in your phone about and tell yourself how proud you are. Put things up around your mirror. You have to be intentional about change. And
Yeah.
so, these are the things that I want to encourage you to do this week. Be intentional about your change, whether that is, like I said, putting reminders in your phone, affirmations that come before you on a regular basis, putting up things around your mirror to remind you of the commitment that you're making to change, um, and begin to practice a shift in your language. The areas that you have spoken a particular thing, be intentional, write down the opposite,
Mm-hmm.
and practice saying it daily. These are some of the things that I've been trying to implement in my life to kind of change the way I think and feel and what I've practiced for over 50 years that is not true. Changing those practice thoughts takes intentional behavior. So take the opportunity this week, spend some time with yourself, and be intentional about the behaviors that you implement to change the way you're thinking.
Very good. That was good. Mm-hmm. I like that. So let's be intentional this week about our thinking and the thoughts that our surroundings and the decisions we have to make and just our life in general. Okay. Um, my auntie said,
Emil wants to know local voting is important as well. Beware of these AI stations Elon Musk is placing in African American communities. So just be aware
be aware.
of all these things. As I said, educating yourself is so key so that we can know all the things that are
Mm-hmm.
happening to derail us as a people in this particular election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So once again, thank y'all so much for joining us on our new night, Thursdays at 7, for Church Girls Chronicles, and we will be back next week, right
See ya.
here on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Do you have rehearsal next Thursday?
I do not. We'll be here.
Girl, get off my phone. I'm so mad at you. We are so excited that you guys are back with us. We're excited to be back here with each other, and we are looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Please go and watch The Forge if you have not already, and because we really want to have a nice, rigorous conversation about it. I've been hearing that word a lot in school. So yeah, but thanks once again. I don't know if my thumbs up is going to do it. Thanks for
See
joining us
y'all.
for Church Girls
Join us
Chronicles
again where we
on
talk for real.
Thursday and not on Wednesday. And
You
we
have
will
to
see
hold it
you.
steady.
We will see you next week. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it, and my thumbs are a
Too
little
high above the
extended. I
head.
don't know what to. Anyway, we will see you next week on Thursday
See you next
at
week.
7 p.m.
Yes.
where we will always be talking. What is it? Talking for real? What is
Let's
it?
talk for real, honey. Bye,
So
girl.
long.
Good
I
night.
forgot our tagline. Church Girls Chronicles, where we talk for real. Love you guys. Have an amazing Friday. Go to church on Sunday, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Good night.
Good night.